we have a lot of work to do in our country and in the world. And the idea of a public service academy not only institutionalizes that idea, but sends a message that this generation of young people and generations to come are committed to the idea of public service. So today in the Senate, Senator Specter and I are reintroducing our legislation for the United States Public Service Academy. This is a bipartisan bill based on a simple idea. When Americans can serve, Americans do serve. And at this moment of great challenge for our country, we need more Americans to serve. And I want to thank Congressman Jim Moran and Christopher Shays for sponsoring the legislation in the House. It is important for us to put this into a broader context. We have wonderful military academies that prepare some of our very best young people for service in the military. And I've been privileged, serving on the Senate Armed Services Committee, to meet with and work with a number of them over the last years. You can see from the problems that we are facing around the world that we don't have a comparable institution to prepare leaders on the civilian side. So what we're trying to do is, in a very tangible way, to say that we need this college, this academy, to give young people a chance to learn the skills and to be prepared to assume leadership positions in the public service arena. We have young people here from the Cesar Chavez School. They are perfect examples, along with their teachers, of people who want to be active, passionately committed citizens. We have people here from City Year and AmeriCorps, which has engaged tens of thousands of young people in service and also given them the incentive and the opportunity to go on to college. When we look at the problems we face, whether it is rebuilding the Gulf Coast or working on behalf of the reconstruction of Iraq for the Iraqi people or dealing with the tsunami, we know we've got to have leaders in the not-for-profit and public sectors to lead those efforts. We also know that many committed young people graduate from college with so much debt that they cannot go into public service. Over the past decade, the average debt burden for a college graduate has increased by 58%. Many of these students, and I speak with them every day, would love to serve their country, but they come out with tens of thousands of dollars in loans, and they have to take jobs that are not their first choice, but are necessary in order to meet their obligations. The U.S. Public Service Academy, modeled on the military service schools, will provide a 4-year, federally subsidized college graduation to more than 5,000 students a year in exchange for a 5-year commitment to public service. I'm excited by this. This is one of those big ideas whose time has come. And we have so much to do. We are anxious to try to persuade our colleagues, and we already have a number of co-sponsors, to try to put this on a fast track so that we could get it up and going. Americans want to serve. Young Americans particularly are looking for those opportunities, so let's make it possible for them to do that on the range of issues and challenges that confront us today. And I want to thank Chris and Sean for coming up with this great idea that we're going to try to take to action. Thank you.